Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on our test account and we are checking out the Thrilling Voyage. So overall guys, it seems like the Delicious Dreamland is much easier than we've seen in the past with the Crimson Snow. I'm going to run through here and we're going to farm these out. Now a lot of players have been using one single team and one single team only to really do this. We ran through Brutus last time, but the team, as we remember in the last couple versions, Kren has been absolutely pivotal within here. So looking here, we are going to do the Awakened version of Solus. All you need, remember, is one single copy, guys. And this game mode will actually put her completely built out, as you can see there. She is at a 30960, I believe, so completely built out. Now, the second one in here is going to be Mishka. We are going to put Nevi in here with the original version of Aziz. This is the team, guys. So players are running this even at a level 6 pet. As you can see right here with Talisman, this is the formation that players are running 3 stars through this entire thing. So it does make it incredibly easy. Again, I want to run through here. But when you think of the team dynamic that we have down here in the bottom, it is a really, really strong team dynamic that, again, we've kind of seen before. Because when you look, so thank you very much from Rosline. But when you look at the team dynamic, you have the Awakened version of Solus, and you do have Mishka. Now, because we are running Nevi in the back, and Nevi does have that E60 engraving, Nevi is actually giving buffs to the Awakened version of Solus. She is also giving buffs to the regular version of Mishka, because both of them do possess pets or minions. It works again incredibly well in the formation with the heroes we have. Kren provides an absolute incredible amount of crowd control. We have Aziz in here, which provides not only crowd control, but also cancels ultimate abilities, which is huge within this game mode. The cancellation of ults, even with all of the heroes that I have and everything we have built in here, this is the team that players literally have been running. Now they said again that 21 and 25 were really a lot of RNG to get this done, but it does have the ability to complete it with the level 6 pets. Last time we kind of needed a level 9 pets for a lot of this. It is not the case at this point, guys, because again, we have a lot of crowd control. Mishka with the crowd control, Kren with the crowd control, especially having those 60 signature items. And even there, I know we didn't get the crowd control from the pet, but you can see down here, Mishka with the ult, burning down the team very, very fast, guys. It is pretty cool to see, again, that this is not incredibly difficult to go through. Now, with this game mode, also, you want to make sure you have 28 days to complete 15 stages. So if you don't have some of these heroes, guys, when it comes to the substitution of these, the Awakened version of Baden would probably work. When you look at Mishka, look at some of the heroes in here that possess similar roles, similar attributes, where the Awakened version of Solus, not many heroes can do what she can. That is the reason why a lot of players say to get one copy to build her up. She is very unique in what she does. Mishka being a tank, again, with this ability and getting buff from Nevi. But Mishka will, this role would work with a lot of different tanks. I think if you ran Vathiel in here, I know not quite the crowd control, but Kanisa and Rook, if you happen to have one copy of those, that hero I think would work incredibly well. There's a couple ones in here that you could make work in the formation, just based on the build and based on how they are. Now, when we look at the original version of Aziz, again, there isn't any heroes that does specifically what the Awakened version of Aziz does. Not only does he have that attack rating reduction, he is an energy battery. That is one of the biggest things with him, guys, is he will do the energy regeneration to the rest of this team, allowing those ultimate abilities to go off faster. Plus, he does have that Feeble Mind, which will keep from the ultimate abilities, and his ability that straight just cancels the ultimate abilities from going on, guys. It's a strong, strong team and a strong formation to actually kill. And you'll see Solus will ult almost the entire battle. Same with Kren. Usually by the time, because you're running Aziz, and his energy regeneration, by the time that Kren's ult ends, or by the time the Awakened version of Solus, by the time her ult ends, you will actually see the ultimate abilities go off again. based on Aziz. So you see the little plus 50s that are kind of bouncing around out here. Also with Mishka, you have the shielding ability and you have the healing ability. Nevi has the healing ability. Solus has the healing ability. It's a very, very tough team to build to beat, guys. And we are just cruising right through the Dreamlands, which I wanted to cover all these and see if it worked. I want to make sure that it works. That way, when you guys test it out, when you try it out, even looking here, guys, Kren has his bombs laid up right here on the back, which means when these enemies hit the bombs, not only do they get crowd controlled with the stun, but in addition, they are boosting the damage that Kren is doing in the formation again. Very, very cool to see. The synergy of the teams in here is amazing. Stage number 14, and we're going to get some big pets. And if you look, guys, they have the 309 already on the enemy side. I don't know if the engraving is in there. I didn't really look that hard if it is, but the enemy is getting a little bit tougher, getting a shielding aspect. But it is kind of a cheese. Just need Kren to ult in this one. Again, all of the enemies are locked right here in the back. Here comes the big damage, guys. As soon as Kren loads up the cannon, we take them out pretty quick. All right, 15 stages, and they are fully engraved. That's right. They do have the plus 60 engraving in here. Now, overall with this, guys, there's going to be a lot of variations. We've seen it with every single iteration that we've ran of this mode of AFK Arena. There's going to be a lot of different iterations, but a majority of these heroes, I mean, when you look at Solus, Mishka, when you look at Nevi, when you look at Kren, even looking at the original version of Aziz, they are heroes that are kind of the priority. So here we can pick up all of our loot, which is exactly what we want to do. Make sure that we save enough of these to do the exchange for the new pet, so we can actually get some resources out of there and pick up this new pet, guys. But look at the diamonds. This is an incredible, incredible place. Not only are we getting diamonds from every single stage, but we're getting our beast food out of there. Then, of course, getting all of the loot out of here as well. Awesome. It is very, very cool. Let's see if we can continue with this formation, guys. Again, the buffs and the debuffs in here do get a little bit stronger. The pet levels get a lot higher in here. So even if we were running a higher version of Talisman, would definitely make a big, big difference in these formations, guys. Because remember, the heroes are kind of stagnant, but the beast levels do make a big difference. Again, just stacking up the damage here on the bottom or right in the top. And we have Aziz just ground burn this whole entire time, guys. Everyone is locked into this corner. Your allied beast causes a control or limitation effect 2 times. That is one of the things where if you're missing that talisman, level 9 talisman, it is not going to do the control effect. So let's try this again, guys. I thought it was the beast, but there are a few other ones that do the crowd control. Let me see. So control effects, Owl, Polar, Vesper, Souffle, and Talisman. Again, being a little bit... Let's pop Souffle in here. I want to see what Souffle can do. Now, of course, we're going to see the I believe at this level, the raining strawberries. But I want to see what the control effect... Look at it, guys. Look at the rain. See, the cloud doesn't come, not a high enough level. So this one, we are going to have to swap it up, which is the reason why I wanted to try it. The Souffle is going to do crowd control, guys. And again, getting 1 copy of Souffle in there. I think we lost Nevi. I don't think that'll be 3 stars. Did. There we go. So Souffle is doing the crowd control in here, which is very cool to see. Win in 60 seconds. Win the battle. See their crowd control again. You're going to have to put, again, Owl, Polar Bear, Vespero, Souffle, and Talisman, I think, are the ones that are going to be able to finish this out, guys. Even right there, Kren sends his big picture up in the sky. Crowd controls up. There's Solus's ultimate ability, putting everyone together in the ground burn. Here comes Souffle. Crowd control has to be going off in this one, guys. These went down. A lucky shot there from Audrey. And again, just locking them in the back with Kren. Look at that. Literally, when the ultimate ability ends, it comes right back. We got crushed in that one. Look at that. 106 million damage in there. I believe that these are stationary, meaning if I run this, or no, these are not. Because I was thinking it was some RNG factor in here when I ran this before. We might have to move Mishka. We might have to move Solus in here. Again, it was the RNG factor I remember in here before. So the crowd control piece in here, because we have Audrey in here, but Rosaline is following Audrey, which is tough. That is a really, really tough combination to deal with, because Audrey with that ultimate ability, guys, have to keep the health really high, have to keep the crowd control going with Kren, which it looks like we're doing it right now. There we go. See, it is RNG. I was thinking that it was stagnant, but it is not. There we go, guys. The beast didn't do. Souffle did not do what we were looking for. So who else do we got? Get the owl again. Talisman. I don't think Talisman will work because of the level. This is the problem that we had last time with the beast modes. Is the crowd control aspect. When you look at the crowd control that the beasts do offer, this was where, again, a lot of players were stuck because they didn't have that level 9 talisman. That was kind of the stopping point. And I don't believe we can crowd control Screg. If I remember correctly, I think that is the case with the hero. And Audrey is just starting to burn us down. But let's see if we got the crowd control with the owl. See, we did not. We did not get that. Yeah, it seems like this is going to be another tough one, guys, without having the beast. Again, Polar Bear, crowd control. Yeah, we can look at them. Polar Bear strikes the ground, freezing, dealing beast damage to all enemies. Enemy heroes being controlled, they receive additional beast energy. Damage inflicted by the beast that is being controlled to ignore the target's defense. And then I believe we have the 3. We don't have the 9, so this is the other one. When allied heroes position at center of the backline impose control effects, such allies recover energy. See, I don't think the Polar Beast is doing it until later. Ice shards reducing the target's defense and ace duration. No, see, it's not going to. I don't think the owl does either at this low of a level. Certain interviews renders the allied heroes who dealt the highest total briefly immune to control effects, but they're not doing the crowd control. See, where I think our Souffle does. Yeah, Savage Souffle cake flies one enemy, turning them into strawberry cakes that they are unable to attack. I don't know if that is considered crowd control, but summons candy clouds, restoring the energy of all allied. Savage Souffle that rains down on Marsupial meteors, dealing all enemies 3 times the damage of its attack. Whenever heroes on either side or lose energy, it buffs in there, but I don't think increases the energy of the candy cloud. See, I think Savage Souffle cake flies, turning them into strawberry cakes. I don't know if this unable to attack is considered the crowd control in there, because who else did they talk about? Polar. Yeah, I know Talisman does, but Talisman doesn't do it till 9. Right here is the Hypogean and Greyborn are terrified. That is the crowd control aspect. Yeah, so this might be another one, guys, where it's going to be some RNG to get the crowd control. I don't know if the unable to attack is the actual crowd control, if it is considered crowd control from the heroes, the enemy's units. Because again, we know a couple in here that we can't crowd control. That could be part of the problem in here. But we're crowd controlling everyone in the back. Even have the mitigation right there. But I don't know if that third star is going to pop up. There we go, guys. So crowd control. So Souffle is going to work. We know it worked last time. But remember, you don't actually have to get all the stars either. You only have to get 33. So if you don't have that level 9 talisman, which we know is required, you can definitely use, and we know Souffle is going to work. I don't think any of the other ones are going to work, but Souffle is going to work in here. Again, this one might be a little bit hard, but there's the crowd control, guys. We got to get, there's Kren's crowd control. Literally stacking everyone together. Mishka's crowd control again. By the time Kren is done, he didn't even finish that time, guys. 1, 2, and 3, so the crowd control limitation is in there. I like it. Not shooting to get 3 stars in all of them, but we want to get what all that we can. And look at that, guys. We just got rocked. Might have to change up the formation a little bit. But look at the 2 of these, guys. And look at that. Look at the little cake. That is awesome, guys. Look at it right there. Souffle is turning Sophia into a little cake. I had not seen that before, but that is what Souffle does. That is pretty funny. We won that even though we lost too many heroes, but that crowd control cake is pretty darn cool looking. Again, it's going to be the early RNG, guys. See, we can't have them die. This is the problem we had before. What was the early RNG factor? Wonder if we even swap it up a little. Sophia is still tough to deal with, guys. I'm hoping Mishka can see. Same thing. Just gonna have to get that RNG to work in here. We'll get it though. We'll come up with might have to swap out a formation, but we know this one, like I said, some players have already went through here and completed this, which worked incredibly well. Just went through all of it. A little bit higher level pets, but went through all of this with no problem, literally with this team. So we know it works. We know it does work in here. Of course, we got the buffs and the debuffs up here. Souffle could be the tough one, guys, in here. But we made it through 19. We got to 19. What do we still got? 54 attempts left. So only a couple more stages. Even if you run through there and finish the stage, get 1 or 2 stars, to get these last few are gonna be pretty easy. Also, zero limit is open in here. A lot of players got the new frame, the new little frame in the bottom, but you only get it for a little bit of time. But very, very cool to see. Going through here, it looks like a lot of heroes are stuck right here at 25. As you can see, a lot of guildies are kind of stuck right in here. But guys, missed a star there. We can definitely pick these up, getting enough to hit that 23. But just wanted to kind of run through the delicious Dreamland a little bit. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.